Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to come on here and say that sometimes, you just have to definitely take time for yourself. You have to definitely take time to really heal yourself. Even if you feel like you're in a position to where you don't need no healing and you got this and life is good, sometimes you really have to dig deep into your mind because there are certain belief systems, certain things that make up our thoughts and ideas, and we are kind of stuck in certain patterns and behavior. And to question, and sometimes we have to question ourselves. We have to question our behavior. Why do we do this? Why do we say these things? Why do we do this? And the reason why I'm coming on here today stating this is for a couple of reasons. For one reason, I wanted to come and talk to you today is because I wanted to tell you about this book that I'm reading. It's called I've finished it because it was really good, and I felt like I really needed to get this information in my head, in my mind, in my spirit. It's called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And he's really good. The Four Agreements is really good. It talks about the Toltec tradition, which is a very ancient tradition. Spiritually, they pass down a lot of their spiritual concepts, stories, etc. It's really deep. I like the tradition. I like anything that is passed down from our ancestors because we can learn so much just by looking back. And the four agreements I want to actually talk to you about in the book. I want to talk about each one. So the first agreement that he speaks about is pretty much, hold on. It's like, how you have everything in your head, and then when you turn the camera on, it's like, wait, huh? Like I know it, but I'm just like, my mind is already. Okay, so the first one is be impeccable with your words. So when you're impeccable with your words, it just means, pretty much to sum it up, is what you say to yourself. It are the things that you say to yourself on a day-to-day. Are you speaking words of power, or are you speaking words of destruction? Because as we know, the tongue, the power, life and death is in the power of the tongue. And we can either choose to use it for good or we can use it for bad. And there was actually a quote that I heard from Haziq Ali, who was an awesome motivator, inspirer, acceleration coach. He's amazing. You can catch him every morning on Good Morning Millionaires. He's all about just transforming lives, transforming it in all kind of ways. Mind, body, spirit, finances, everything. Like, he is awesome. So make sure you check out those calls every morning. But one thing he did say is that the conscious mind is able to hold one thought at a time. One thought at a time. You can have a million things running through your mind, but to be consciously aware of just one thought at a time. And you have to really think, do I want to use a positive thought or a negative thought? If you are in a sense of a negative thought, then replace it with a positive thought. And that's the power of positive affirmations. And we do that every morning. We do the affirmations together as a huge group. So it's really powerful. If you could check that out, I say text MILL-MIND, MILL mind, to 81010. And then you'll have the reminders on when those calls are happening. I definitely say check them out. But anyways, words are impeccable. It's all about what you're saying to yourself, what you're saying to others, okay? But most importantly, what you're saying to yourself. The second agreement, number 2, Nolan, is don't take anything personal. Don't take anything personally. What someone thinks about you, how someone feels about you, is none of your business. That's their business. That's their own, whatever. If somebody says you're not smart, if somebody says they don't like you, then who cares? I mean, that's them. And the only thing that matters is how you feel about yourself. How do you feel about yourself? Don't take what somebody thinks personally. And another thing that was really good by what Miguel Ruiz was saying was, don't take it personally, even if it's good. Because that will keep you from having that massive head, right? I got a massive head. No, it might be the hair. But don't take anything personally in either way. So if somebody says, oh my God, you were the best, you could be like, well, thank you. But you can understand that in that time, somebody's mindset is just in a positive mood, so they're going to say nice things. But if they were in a negative state, would they have said the same thing? You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, people perception of you and how they interact with you is all based upon how they grew up. It's based upon their belief systems. It's based upon all of that. Like, it has nothing to do with you. And anything that you say to somebody else has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. So what are you saying to other people? You know, how you view people is how you view yourself. So do you view yourself good or do you view yourself bad? So how do you treat other people is a direct reflection of you. And don't take anything personal. Know that you're good. Know that you love yourself. Have the confidence with yourself to say, I love me. Even if somebody don't love me. Even if or I'm this, no matter what somebody says. Like, I'm talented. And even if somebody doesn't believe you're talented in a certain area, as long as you believe it. Or if you think you're talented in a certain area, but and then somebody else thinks, and people think, oh my God, you're so good. You still don't take that to your personally. You're just like, oh, well, thank you. Yeah, well, and then that's that. But you don't let it go to where it's like, yeah, I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You don't do all that. All right? You just say thank you and keep it moving. And still live your life in bliss. But you got to always, like I said, words are impeccable. Say nice things to yourself. Say you're talented. Say you're beautiful. Say you love yourself. All right? Number 3. No, wait. Boom. Number 3. Ow. I was trying to skip ahead to number 4 because the chapters are like that. It was like the 4th chapter, 3rd agreement. The 3rd agreement is don't make assumptions. And that's something I had to learn. So when you don't make assumptions, is really powerful because you don't know what other people are thinking. You don't know how they feel. And that is that was my thing. I think when I finally got to the 3rd agreement is when it hit me to where I was like, I make assumptions. I make assumptions all the time. And y'all may not even realize it. All my people that go to my classes and my group fitness classes or whatever, trust me, I make assumptions, not in a negative way, but just kind of in a way of, oh man, I don't think they like class, or I don't know, like they say they're gonna do this, but they ain't, they're just saying that, in my head, those are kind of going to my head, oh, well, they're just this, and, thinking that people are assuming things, but that's my own fault because I'm looking outside of me and I'm thinking I know what other people think, and it don't even matter what other people think. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? The people that show up are going to show up, and that's the people that you give your all to, your love to, because that's your tribe. If they don't show up, then oh well. I mean, don't even take it to the heart. Me, like, I don't take it so much externally. I take it a lot internally, but yet I don't let it affect me too much, although it does fester. So I'm learning I don't make assumptions. I don't make assumptions based upon what somebody else might think. I'm not going to make assumptions unless they tell me directly. Say, hey, this is what it is. 5th agreement. 5th chapter, 4th agreement is always do your best. And so pretty much he sums up everything, all the other agreements. He sums up words are impeccable. He sums up don't take anything personal and don't make assumptions, and do your best at following that. Do your best at following those agreements. And if you mess up, if you find yourself taking something personal, dust it off, catch it, dust it off, and be better the next day. And be better the next day. And be better the next day. And you know what? Check this out. Doing your best, by doing your best, only you can determine if it's good enough. Nobody else is going to tell you that your best is not good enough, and they're not going to tell you that your best is good enough. You are the only person, I am the only person that can determine if my best is good enough. So therefore, always give your best. And that's all 4 of the agreements. My favorite one, do your best. So from now on, just in life, I'm always going to do my best. And when you can really master these agreements, you have ultimate and true freedom within, because then you are able to really manifest and create the life that you desire, because you are no longer going to put up with negative mindsets, negative vibrations, and things that are not in alignment with your own spirit. And he talks a lot about like that. So I definitely say, if you get a chance, read this book. Read this book. It is a life changer, okay? Just beware. It's a life changer. It will have you digging into stuff you didn't even know was there. He talks about parasites in the mind, and I'll get that on another video. Right now I just want to talk about this, but I do want to talk about parasites, mental parasites, and I'm doing that in another video, like, because this one's about to be super long if I don't. And I just wanted to leave with you a passage from the book that really struck with me. He said, "Imagine living life without the fear of loving and not being loved. You are no longer afraid to be rejected, and you don't have the need to be accepted. You can say, 'I love you,' with no shame or justification. You can walk in the world with your heart completely open and not be afraid to be hurt." And that's what I really needed, because I mean, my whole life I feel like I've been searching for love. Like, I've been searching for how to give love and also how to receive love. And I always felt like it eluded me. Like, I felt like when I gave love, people either ran away from me, they rejected it, they didn't value it when I wanted to give of my heart. And then I felt like as if people didn't give the love back that I gave. And that was my own fault of even wanting to have anything in return for the love I gave. You know what I'm saying? So I always kept love, because one thing I always said growing up, I'm not going to be bitter. I'm not going to be a bitter person. I was like, I want to be someone who always has hope for love, always know that it's out there for me somewhere. And the only way to really truly have that is to be that, to be love, and just to keep giving love. And what this does is really help me, like, because I really felt my heart hardening, over the years. But as I heal, I feel like, you know what, it's okay for me to have a good heart. It's okay for me to love others and not feel like they need to give it back, because that's their own problem if they don't give it back. It's not mine. But one thing, because I do love myself and because I didn't, so the reason why I can give love easier is because I can love myself better. And so therefore, I know how to not accept disrespect. I'm not going to accept anyone disrespecting me, but I'll definitely accept, good positive vibes, and I will get away from any negative vibes. So therefore, I'm just healing. I didn't realize certain things that happened in my lifetime. Like, I knew I dealt with a lot of emotional, mental abuse in my lifetime throughout in different situations and scenarios. I've dealt with a lot of abuse, especially mentally and emotionally. I've dealt with it heavy, and I just thought that was just what it was. I thought that was just, okay, well, that's just what people go through. It's life. People go through life and shit. Like, yeah, I want to be better, but then I'm realizing that I have to actually come face to face with these things that have happened in my past, no matter how small it was, and I have to heal it. I have to heal that little thing. Like, okay, that's why I'm not feeling accepted. That's why I feel rejected, is because growing up, I was taught fear. Growing up, I was taught how to be fearful. But anyways, like I said, that's a whole nother video. I will do another video based on parasites later. I just wanted to bring to you that I am healing. So I'm definitely taking time for me, time for my energy to really, really, really get down to where I want to be in life. And really manifest the life I want to live, so that I can be good for the rest of the world and whoever else that I come in contact with. But mainly, be good for myself. I just want to live life. I really just want to live the best life ever. I want to have fun. I want to smile. I want to laugh. I just want to feel my heart happy. I want my heart to be happy. And I want it to be happy every single day. And I want to live in bliss every day. I just want to live an joyful life. So deeply and passionately. Anyway, but I'm still taking time for myself. I'm actually gonna get away for a little bit and get my spirit together. I need my spirit, my mind and spirit together. My body's getting stronger. I've been consistent with my workouts, darling. Beast mode. But I will always have room to heal. There will always be room to grow. And I'm just growing into my purpose every day, little by little. And I hope you're doing the same. If there's any other books that you know of that you've read, please drop it down in the comments, and that are life changers. Any books that have been a life changer for you, please drop it in the comments and share, so that we all can benefit and heal from positive words, right? That's what books are, words, right? Positive, powerful words. Check it out. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz.